Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Frank Mularcik, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys an overview of what dividend investing is and some of the advantages and disadvantages. So as some of you guys might know, if you've been with me for a little bit, I'm currently a college student and I'm in engineering school, but we do have to take some other classes. So right now I'm in a public speaking class, and so one of our speeches that we have to give is an informative speech. So I'm doing my speech actually about dividend investing to inform the college-aged audience about dividend investing and what it is, and just sort of get them exposed to that idea. So I figured I'd just basically give my speech and put it on my YouTube channel as well, just so that it'd be practice for me for the speech, and it's just a good topic to put out there and let some people hear about it as well. Maybe some people will be able to learn something from it. If you guys are enjoying this content, please drop a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. So with that, we're going to get right into the video. Wouldn't it be great if you could make money while you sleep? Now, this might sound too good to be true, but it's a real opportunity that many young people are passing up. I've personally been taking advantage of this for over a year now. So today I'm going to share with you the basics of, the advantages and the disadvantages of dividend investing. So you might be asking, what is a dividend and what's dividend investing? And I'm glad you asked, because that's what I'm going to be answering today. So to start off, a dividend is a share of profits and retained earnings that a company pays out to its shareholders. And this might sound complicated, but I'm going to break it down for you. So in the long term, when a company is operating, the main goal of that company is to stay in business and make money. So in order to do this, they have to make a profit, they have to make money, and basically they have to make more money than they spend in order to stay in business. Now that's pretty simple. But some of these companies, they will choose to take some of those profits and reward their shareholders, which are the people who own that stock, and they will reward their shareholders by paying out a dividend on a regular basis normally. So dividend investing is just the process of buying stock in companies that pay dividends. And it's important to note that not all companies pay dividends. It's entirely up to the company if they want to pay dividends. Basically, the board of directors will meet, and at some point, if they want to pay a dividend, the board will decide that they want to pay a dividend. And so generally, the companies that are going to pay a dividend are ones that are more well established and they have less growth, because newer companies that maybe have a lot of growth ahead, they're going to want to reinvest those profits back into the business to help grow. So now that we've kind of looked at what dividend investing is, we're going to look at some of the advantages. And the first one of those, and it might seem obvious, but dividend investing can provide a reliable stream of income. And the reason for this is because most companies that pay dividends are going to pay their dividends on a recurring and regular basis. So the most common is either quarterly or monthly. So they're either going to pay you every month or every 3 months. And another reason that dividend investing is good is because companies are incentivized to pay these dividends consistently and consistently raise those dividends. So that's going to give you sort of a reliable stream of income, and we'll talk about how reliable that could be in a little bit as well. So basically, the companies that pay dividends want to pay dividends and keep paying those dividends, because that kind of creates demand for their stock, because investors like dividends. So if a company continues paying dividends and investors know that they can count on those dividends, then that's going to keep people invested in that company. And then another advantage of dividend investing is taxation. So when you buy a stock and sell it for a profit, you pay income tax on that profit, just like if you were to work a job or something like that. And now this isn't completely the same idea, but the amount of tax you pay often varies on a variety of factors. So that's a little bit complicated, but for the most part, in the case of dividends, it's pretty simple. And for most dividends, they're taxed at a lower rate than regular income tax or regular tax on other investment activity. And so the maximum rate of taxation for dividends at this point in time is 20%, while the maximum income tax rate is 37%. And that 20% is for like the higher tax brackets. So I think you have to be making somewhere close to $50,000 a year before you're even taxed anything on dividends. So that's really a big advantage of that type of investing. And even though dividend investing definitely sounds great, there's certainly some things that aren't perfect about it. And one of those is that the dividends aren't guaranteed. So there's really nothing The company says that like we're going to pay out dividends for this number of years, and they commit to that, and so you know when you invest that you're going to receive exactly some amount of dividends every so often. Basically, they just meet every quarter or however often they want to, and they decide what that dividend is going to be if there's going to be one. So they can cut or suspend that dividend at any time they want. And also, one of the disadvantages is that sometimes there can be a cap on returns. And this is kind of what I was talking about before, that companies that pay dividends are well established, so they're not going to have a lot of growth in their business and growth in their stock price. So basically, you're committing sometimes to maybe a lower return than you might be able to get if you invested in some like super trendy and hot stock, but at the same time, you have a lot less risk because that company is already well established and they're already generating consistent revenue every year. So it's more guaranteed. So basically there's less risk involved in dividend investing, but that also means less reward sometimes. So now that we've sort of learned about dividend investing, it's really important that you do your own research and determine if dividend investing is right for you. For me, I really enjoy it, but in the future, I also want to get into some more growth investing as well, because it's just good to diversify. But you have to make that decision for you. That's something you have to decide. So next time you're getting ready for bed, consider if you would like to make money while you sleep. Today's quote is to give honest and sincere appreciation, and this one is from Dale Carnegie. I've been reading his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I just really like what he has to say. He just has a lot of positive messages, and that's just giving appreciation and being sincere is one of the most important things to me. Maybe this kind of goes against his other rule of don't criticize or condemn, but I just sort of see a lot of people, it seems like, people just don't seem sincere a lot of the time to me, and so that's something I really appreciate in people, and that's something I try to do as well. So just be sincere. And also, I've been thinking I might do like a book review of this book. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. I've really been enjoying it, so once I finish it, I might do a review. Just if you want to see that, let me know. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should have gotten on that speech. I'll appreciate to hear any feedback. I should be giving it this coming Tuesday, so I'll let you guys know how that goes. And until next time, I'll see you later.